Do you want to know how the market is reacting? What if the market crashes? And many are expecting the market to crash because they want to invest a lump sum, and many want the market to go even higher from now. And what is going to happen? This is what I'm going to share today. So, hi, hello, this is Ganesh Santuru, your stock market profit coach and author of the book One Page Stock Market Plan. And we are in an interesting territory because you can learn a lot and you can understand a lot looking at the market condition. But what if you're not learning, but you're already invested and want to know how the market is going on? So the first thing is, what if the US market outlook right now? If you look at US market has been driven by liquidity, and the US government has given lots of stimulus and lots of stimulus on. They even provided stimulus for infrastructure, which can give money in the hands of people by getting job, and even for bringing the people back from COVID stimulus. They are giving job opportunities with money, with stimulus. They are providing stimulus for that. For each and everything there is a stimulus in US. So what we need to learn is, even in US there is a freebie. They are calling it a stimulus, whereas in here in India, especially any across India, we call it as a freebie or free, right? So the stimulus is there across the world. Even in US they use it. And in the last 1.5 years, right from COVID, they provided lots of stimulus, and that is the reason people had lots of money. And once COVID vaccination has been done for free, and people are coming back and they are spending money on everything. Consumption has started picking up, and that is a positive thing. And housing market will slowly started going up, and these are all positive things. And earnings. And if you look at most of the US companies, they are not restricted to US alone. They are spread across India, as well as not only India. India is a major market for Google, Apple, and all. But they have major revenue distribution. 40% is from across the world. 60% is in US, means remaining 40% is across the world. That is the kind of market most of the US companies are having. And but what if the inflation is rising up? That is a challenge which is happening in the US stock market. Not only US stock market, even for the people, because they haven't experienced inflation for almost like next for the last 30 40 years. From 70 till 80 there was a high inflation, which was very high. And it happened after the Second World War, and nobody was able to manage it, and it was a difficult period. And once inflation was managed, right from 80s till now, there was no inflation at all, and it was very low. And for the last 12 14 years, almost like zero inflation, or not more than 1%. And they are trying to make the inflation to 2%. Right now it has even crossed it. And ultimate reason is that over printing of money. If money is printed a lot, automatically it will create inflation. And that is the reason, one of the reason why India didn't print money. So these are all things about US stock market. Liquidity is there, but inflation is a huge challenge for US market also. But many are expecting it will not go new heights. Inflation will not go new heights. And if it increases, Treasury Department needs to increase the interest rate. That is the biggest challenge. If that goes up to maybe 2%, automatically money inflows into other emerging economies like India. They will be coming back to US itself. That is a big disadvantage for India. But for US, that will be like people's money will go from safer money is there, right? It will go from equity market to treasury market, or the safer debt instruments. This is how things will change if inflation is keep on increasing in the coming months in US. Okay, so this is with respect to US market. Let's look at Indian market right now, because Indian market is nothing but what if Indian challenges are becoming huge, because US and all the developed countries, they are printing money. That is a unique challenge. And what if it bursts? It will affect, for sure affect, Indian market. And in Indian market, the chief economic advisor said that there is no big challenge based on second COVID wave, because compared to first COVID wave, because all the listed companies in this first COVID wave were almost shut down for 2 months, and that disrupted the economy. The GDP has fallen by minus 23.5% in the last quarter, last June. But this year, during the second COVID wave, nothing sort of that measures were taken by the government, and most of the companies were functioning. But few automobile companies were shut based on they wanted to do the maintenance and all those things. And these were the small hiccups here and there because of the state government's insistence. But majorly across the India, central government didn't say anything about closing down or shutting down the factories because of COVID. So this keeping this mind, and keeping this mind, central government and chief economic advisor, RBI, finance minister saying that second COVID didn't had a bigger impact on listed company space, That is what we need to understand, that is what we should keep in mind. Just let's look at the stock market challenges. What if stock market is going to do in Indian market? I just taken a data about Nifty PE with earnings ratio. Just look at, this is the Nifty PE data. And okay, I think it's not showing. Just a minute, I'm just trying to. Okay, now it should be clear. The Nifty P is around 28.22, which is clear, and Nifty EPS is around 560.77. That is the data we have, and let's look at the graph, because a couple of years ago, a couple of months ago when I checked, just look at the Nifty P, Nifty EPS. It was at rock bottom. What I'm saying is in 2021 April, and from April 1, once a change. Consolidated earnings was started to picking up. Just look at the way, and right from June month, and this is March 2021. From March and April, consolidated earnings were taken into consideration. From that time, market has started, EPS has started growing up, and whereas in the price earning ratio started falling. Right now, the price earning ratio is just 28.95, which is almost same as what it was before COVID. Almost the price earning ratio is before COVID. So what it suggests is that even in 2018, 19, 20, the Nifty PE was around 26, 27, 28, and the earnings were lesser at that time. If you look at, earnings were around 400 at that time, whereas the current earnings is around 542 and 556. So which says that earnings had considerably improved in the last few months, based on the way that we calculate. And can we invest based on this? But still, on the ground, many had lost lives, many had companies had gone out of market, and so many challenges are there. It's better to wait. Valuation looks doesn't look expensive. Looking at the current momentum, even before COVID, Indian market was coming down, right? So EPIs and everything looks good right now. It was even before COVID. As I keep saying this, because things are in Indian stock market context, it looks good. And if you look at IT companies that reported positive earnings, barring HCL Technologies. And if you look at HDFC Bank, they had given almost like the expectations were not met. This happens at any point of time. We need to consider the other banks like IndusInd and Axis Bank, how their results are going to be. But if NPS are keep on increasing in other banks, it will have a bigger impact on Indian stock market for sure. So this quarter results are going to come one after the other in the next 1 to 2 weeks. So please be watchful to look at the Indian stock market context. So there is a big red flag, because uh, if the NPA, non-performing asset of the banks are increasing, that will be a big red flag for all these investments, whatever you're going to do. So what if you want to invest in mutual funds right now? Can you invest lump sum, right? So maybe if you ask me, you can postpone that investments, wait and do, or else you can invest by putting that money in debt fund and doing systematic transfer plan. By from one investment, you can transfer it to, from debt instrument, transfer it to equity. That is an option which you can implement. And if you're planning to start an SIP, don't worry, you can always invest for long term. Keep investing, that is what I can say. And if you have a goal which is you are already investing for last few years, and in the next 1 year you will for sure redeem, means better go on redeem, transfer it to, switch that amount to debt fund, so that you are safe. The amount whatever you accumulated safe, because even if it is mid cap, small cap, or whatever sectoral fund, it has given good returns right till now. It is extraordinary returns. Don't expect more. If you want to redeem your funds in the next 1 year, redeem it right now. That is my sincere uh, sincere view on what if mutual funds are crashing. And what if the stock market is crashing? Because mutual fund crashes means again stock market is the one which will crash, because of which mutual funds will also start seeing some negative returns, right? And what if stock market crashes? Right now it looks good, but we don't know. When we are complacent, market will react, and because of it, maybe US market or European market or any country which is getting so much high. Because last week, the I think this Monday, if you look at, Delta variant started increasing. That is also one of the reason for US market going down. And other vaccinations and other reports, earnings were positive, and stock market in US started recovering in the next 2 days. So things are changing rapidly in US market. One day it is like market is very bad, and the next day, purely based on, if you look at earnings, it started improving in US market also, including India. But delta variant, again, if it comes, what will happen? Can government give stimulus? All these will drive the market going forward. So the risk factor is still there in Indian market or US market. So please be careful while investing a amount in stock market. But we never know. That is also the beauty of stock market, whether market will fall, market will go up. Only thing you can do is, can you invest based on fundamentals? Can you invest for long term? If you are putting your money right now, and even if you're investing, please be watchful. Don't go behind a person who is saying I can give you 8% returns month on month in stock market, which is based on derivative trading, which is clearly a very difficult thing to do. And don't do this mistake right now. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubts with respect to what is the stock market condition right now, will it go up, will it go down, please post your questions. I'll be happy to answer those questions. And this is current market cycle based on July. Okay, things will change frequently from now on. We will have some conversations going forward once in a month on these things. Thank you.